Have you ever woken up and just felt completely drained, like you're running on empty? Maybe you're not excited about the things that used to fuel your fire, and everything feels exhausting. It's like you're moving through your days, but you've lost the spark. Yeah, that's burnout. But you're not alone. Today, we're going to talk about how to overcome burnout, and more importantly, how to reignite that passion that's buried under all the stress. But before that, do you really think what you're feeling right now is burnout? Can it just be exhaustion? It can be just that you are feeling unwell. So the first step of healing from burnout is to be clear about what burnout really is and whether you are actually struggling with burnout. But it'll be clear with these questions. Are you exhausted all the time, even after you've had rest? Do you feel detached from your work, hobbies, or even people you once loved spending time with? Do you find it hard to concentrate or even start tasks? Do you feel like you're just going through the motions without any sense of purpose or fulfillment? If your answer is yes for all, or most of them, it is burnout, friends. Burnout isn't just feeling tired after a long day or needing an extra coffee to get through the afternoon. It's a chronic state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion. And it doesn't happen overnight. It creeps up on you, slowly wearing you down until one day you realize you're just not yourself anymore. But have you ever thought about why this happens? Why suddenly, out of nowhere, everything starts feeling meaningless, monotonous, and uninteresting? It often stems from overextending yourself, trying to juggle too much without giving yourself time to recharge. We live in a culture that glorifies being busy as if our value is tied to how much we can accomplish. But the thing is, you're not a machine, and even machines need maintenance. Think about it. If you run your car without ever stopping for gas, what happens? Yep, it stops working. Same thing with us. The causes of burnout are different for everyone. For some, it's a work overload. Whether it's your job, studies, or personal responsibilities, feeling overwhelmed by too much on your plate can easily lead to burnout. And for some, it's a lack of control, when you feel like you're stuck in a situation without any ability to change it. Be it a toxic work environment, financial stress, or even personal relationships, it can wear you down. And sometimes, what you do or have to do is not connecting with you at personal level. For example, you are doing a certain white-collar job that does not suit your nature. Or maybe you are doing something you are not getting recognition for. So the causes of burnout are different for everyone. If you want to heal from that burnout, you need to recognize what's causing it. Another point to keep in mind before heading on a journey from burnout to passion is to work on your self-compassion. Yeah, we know it sounds cheesy, but it's so crucial. When you're burnt out, it's easy to beat yourself up, thinking you're not working hard enough or that you're failing in some way. But here's a reminder, you're human. Burnout doesn't mean you're weak or incapable. It means you've been carrying too much for too long, and it's okay to take a break. So be kind to yourself. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to a friend going through the same thing. You wouldn't tell them to just push through or suck it up, right? You tell them to rest and take care of themselves. Do the same for yourself. All right, let's get into the good stuff. How to overcome burnout. If you're feeling stuck, if you are feeling unmotivated, if you get easily irritated or overwhelmed, the good news is burnout is not a permanent condition. With just a few small changes in life, you can get out of this situation and start moving in the right direction. No, you don't have to do something revolutionary. It's just bringing back your old routine, the time when you were feeling motivated and enthusiastic. I know things get different when you enter your 40 hours a week work life. But imagine putting all your emotional energy into work, like placing all your eggs in one basket. If work feels bad, that basket tips over and everything crashes. That's how burnout happens. And maybe this sounds familiar because you've been there, overcommitting to work and feeling everything else fall to the side. Think about when you first start a full-time job or take on a new role. It's easy to drop all the habits that once kept you grounded. You might stop exercising, journaling, meditating, or spending time on the things that bring you joy. Suddenly, work takes over. It becomes your main focus, and you find yourself feeling anxious, overwhelmed, and exhausted. After a long day, maybe all you want to do is sit on the couch and watch TV. And while there's nothing wrong with that, Deep down, you might feel like you need something more to ground yourself. Instead of letting work drain all your energy, think about incorporating some of those grounding habits back into your routine. Journaling, meditating, or whatever works for you can help you disconnect from work and reconnect with yourself. What they essentially do is remind you that life is more than just work. It's about maintaining a balance between all the things that matter to you. And you know what? These off-work activities do more than just that. When work feels bad, having other areas of your life to draw positive energy from can change everything. Maybe your job isn't going great at the moment, but you can still feel good about your fitness routine, hobbies, or spending time with loved ones. By distributing your energy across different activities, you ensure that even if one area feels off, you can still find joy in other parts of your life. So, if you have kicked off all these activities, try to embrace as much as you can, because now you know how important they are for a fulfilling life. But besides, you need to work on other areas of your life to truly get your spark back. Like you need to set boundaries. A lot of burnout comes from not having clear boundaries, be it your work life or in personal life. Are you overcommitted to working hours? Do your social obligations feel overwhelming? It's time to set the limits. Start by saying no to things that don't serve you. Protect your time and energy. You don't have to do everything, and that's okay. You don't have to go the extra mile for someone by putting your own mental health at stake. Similarly, you must focus on one task at a time. When we're overwhelmed, we try to multitask everything. But this often leads to more stress. Instead, focus on one task at a time. Prioritize the most important thing and give it your full attention. It's amazing how much lighter you'll feel when you stop juggling 10 things at once. And the most important part, a good sleep. Sometimes everything in your life is on spot, but still you feel exhausted. Why? The main culprit is an unhealthy sleep pattern. Burnout is often fueled by sleep deprivation. When you're not getting enough rest, your body and mind can't function properly. And this is non-negotiable. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. It might seem hard, but trust me, once you're well rested, everything else feels a little more manageable. Now that you're taking steps to overcome burnout, let's talk about reigniting that passion. It's totally possible to get that fire back. You just need to give yourself the space to find it again. Sometimes burnout happens because we've been stuck in the same routine for too long. Shake things up. Try a new hobby, explore a different aspect of your work, or learn a new skill. Sometimes just having a new place, a new dress, and even a new dish can reignite your passion. Anything can rekindle your creativity and remind you why you loved what you were doing in the first place. So try until you find something that really works. But sometimes it's not just the things around you, it's the people. Some people can be great, while others can drain your energy. That's why it's important to be mindful of who you keep close to. Surround yourself with friends, mentors, or colleagues who lift you up and inspire you. They can offer fresh perspectives and give you the support you need to stay motivated and push forward. Sometimes the best thing you can do is ask for help. We all try to handle things on our own, but having someone in your corner can make all the difference. When you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed, just talking to someone who understands can make everything feel more manageable. This someone can be a friend, a mentor, a colleague, or just an acquaintance. Having someone to talk to gives you a new perspective and helps lighten the load. They might offer advice, share their own experiences, or simply listen, which can help you feel less alone in your struggles. Plus, someone else might see solutions that you haven't considered yet. It's not about being weak or incapable. Sometimes, just talking things through with someone helps you get clarity. You don't have to carry everything on your own. So, don't hesitate to reach out when you need it. Sometimes, a little support is all you need to get back on track. And while on track, try to enjoy every milestone. We always focus on what's not going right, but why don't we take a moment to recognize what we've achieved? Recognizing and celebrating your achievements, no matter big or small, can really lift your spirits. Think about the things you've accomplished or the strides you've made, and give yourself credit for them. It could be something as simple as finishing a task that's been on your list for a while. Plus, share your wins with others too. It feels good to celebrate with friends or colleagues who can appreciate the effort you've put in. Whether it's a quick coffee to mark the occasion or just giving yourself a pat on the back, these little celebrations keep you motivated and help you stay connected to your progress. Now that you've tackled burnout and started to feel better, it's time to think about how to prevent it from creeping back in. Quick fixes are great, but to keep burnout at bay long term, you'll need to make some lifestyle changes that help you maintain balance. For example, practice good time management. Make sure your day includes a healthy mix of work, rest, and things you enjoy. It's not about packing your schedule, but about creating a routine that allows you to be productive without feeling overwhelmed. Plus, set some realistic goals. Don't aim for perfection. It can burn you out faster than anything else. Instead, break your tasks into smaller, manageable goals. When you achieve these, it feels great, and you'll avoid the constant pressure to be perfect. Burnout happens to the best of us, but it doesn't have to be permanent. By taking care of yourself, setting boundaries, and reconnecting with your passion, you can overcome burnout and reignite that spark inside you. Remember, it's okay to take things one step at a time. You've got this. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe for more tips on living a balanced, passion-filled life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.